Yeah, welcome to the chat on the daily market outlook. We look out for zones that have the highest probability for a buy or sell signal. These zones offer the best risk to reward. These zones also offer the most minimal risk on a trade. Mind you, this is a market outlook so as to have a perception into the probable bias of a pair for the day. It is a counter trend trading style in the sense that we are always going to go against the trend so as to catch the beginning of the trend. In forex trading, the trend is your friend, however, the beginning of the trend is your best friend. And I am sure that between a friend and a best friend, you are always going to pick a best friend. Let us take less than a minute to explain candlestick patterns for those who are new, so they can understand what we have right here in front of us. As you can see, price rallying up, creating series of higher highs, lower highs and higher highs, and a cluster of green candles. These green candles signify buying pressure, while as you can see, price rallying down with a cluster of white candles. These white candles signify selling pressure, while a candle that has neither green nor white color, like this candle right here, it signifies indecision in the market. We need to keep two concepts in mind. The first concept is that the market buys to sell and the market sells to buy. Why does the market do this? The market does this because forex trading is a zero-sum game. It is a speculative game. So let us take, for instance, Mr. A is speculating that price is going to go up, while Mr. B is speculating that price is going to go down, and they both enter at opposing levels. If Mr. A is going to win, Mr. B must lose. So Mr. A that speculates that price is going to buy up, if he wins, Mr. B that speculates that price is going to go down has to lose. So for this reason, we are going to be looking out for a sell side liquidity if we are going to buy. Likewise, we are going to be looking out for a buy side liquidity if we are going to sell. So for USD at the Asian session, we can see at the low of the day we have a bullish candle, so we are going to ignore this pair. Mind you, the Asian range, these two candles. Right now we are at the London session. If you are a beginner, do the needful to learn more about all these concepts that might seem strange to you. On USD at the low, we have a sell candle and liquidity is being taken, so we expect the buyers to take over, break the structure, break the high of the day, and for the US dollar to value up. On Euro USD at the high of the day, we have a bullish candle, which is a good indication, meaning that the sellers are in danger, so we expect the high of the day to be raided to induce more buyers to take position. Price should break the structure, break the low of the day, break the low of yesterday, and for the euro to weaken against the US dollar. On AUD USD at the high of the day, we have the sellers, which is not a good indication, so we ignore this pair. The beauty of the market mechanics, otherwise known as the liquidity providers concept, which is also the use of support and resistance, is that you know the pairs to ignore and you know the pairs to give attention to. On GBP USD at the high of the day, we have the bulls, so we expect this high to be raided for more buyers to be induced, and the sellers should break the structure, break the low of the day, and for the Great Britain pound to weaken against the US dollar. On AUD at the low of the day, we have the sellers here, which is a good indication, so we expect this low to be raided. Price should break the structure, break it up with not more than one or two candles, and for the buyers to take control. On NZD USD at the high of the day, we have the sellers, which is not a good indication, so we ignore this pair. On Euro JPY at the low of the day, we have a sell candle, which is a good indication. We expect the low to be raided, which is already raided, so we expect the structure to be broken, this to be broken with either one or two candles that close as bullish candles. Then we can decide that this pair is going to rally further up. On USD card, you have sellers at the low of the day, which is a good indication. However, this low is not raided yet. This low has to be raided for more sellers to be induced and price should reverse against them. On gold, we can see a classic AMD playing out. We can see this is a classic resistance, so we expect this to be retested for gold to drop further down. On silver, You can see this is a good classic pattern, so expect price maybe to retest, but expect silver to drop further down. On GJ at the low of the day, we can see the sellers, which is a good indication, so expect this low to be raided, which is being raided, and for price to break the structure and for the Great Britain pound to rally further up. On USD this is not a good indicator. You can see the bulls at the high of the day, which is good, so expect this high to be raided, price should break this structure and for the CNH to rally further down. On the DXY, you can see sellers at the low of the day. We expect this low to be raided to induce more sellers, and this structure should be broken to the upside and for the DXY to rally further up. On BTC USD, we can see the sellers at the low of the day. We expect it to be raided, which is being raided, so we expect the buyers to take control, break the high of the day, and for the US dollar to value against the Bitcoin. On DXY, which dictates the tone of the US dollar pairs, we can see the sellers at the low of the day. We expect this low to be raided to induce more sellers and the buyers to take control, break the structure, break the high of the day, and for the DXY to rally further up. That is all for that. To recap all, on the USD CHF, we ignore this pair. USD JPY, we look out for a buy if all rules are met. Euro USD, we look out for a sell if all rules are met. AUD USD, we look out for a sell as we have an accumulation, a manipulation to the upside, and a distribution down. If all rules are met, which is already met, we look out for a sell. On GBP USD, we look out for a sell if all rules are met. On AUD JPY, we look out for a buy if all rules are met. NZD USD, we look out for nothing, we ignore this pair. However, we can look out for a sell. If this current candle closes as a sell candle, we look out for a sell. On Euro JPY, we look out for a buy. On USD CAD, we should ignore this pair. However, if this low is taken out and this candle goes up, we can look out for a buy. On gold, we look out for a sell. On silver, we look out for a sell. On GJ, we look out for a buy. On USD CNH, we look out for a buy. On Bitcoin Cash, on BTC USD, we look out for a buy. On DXY, we look out for a buy. Plan your trade, trade your plan, and most importantly, manage your risk and emotions.